are you looking at?" Froilan asked, following my eye line. "Nothing," it came out again. Froilan looked at me, fed up of the same impertinent answer I was spitting once again. "Nothing," he repeated. "Yes," I said. "Whatever you say, have you listened to what I said?" he insisted. "Yes," I answered. "Then go," he ordered. "To where?" I asked. "To where would it be?" "To the flat. If you are wandering around, you won't recover the energy you need," he muttered. "And weren't you going to teach?" I began to ask. "I don't think this is the best place to talk about this." "Can we go?" he ordered, grabbing my arm. I didn't argue because I was thinking about letting him down anyway. And I didn't feel like to make a scene in the middle of the street, particularly because I remembered the army too near to run the risk of checking if blue government methods were the same as the yellows I knew. Meanwhile he was walking with determination, I took a last look to that window of hope. That couple wasn't there anymore. "Hurry up!" Froilan pulled. At the flat, Froilan put something to eat. "It probably is cold. I made it before leaving," he reproached while he helped himself. "There is no curfew. Why the hurry?" I deflected the conversation just not to have to apologize or to thank him. I didn't feel like. He might be right, but he insisted on reproaching favors I hadn't asked for. And above all, he was taking away part of my conscience with the guilty, part that I needed to devise a plan to get rid of him. I was thinking deeply if it was possible to be side by side and leave him out of the crossing. It occurred to me that maybe it was a good idea to make a travel, but not to the very beginning, just to whenever around to test if I could go along if I want to. I took some of his trust once more. I finished my lunch and tried to tidy up to make lighter the burden of the pseudo-guilty. "Don't worry, I'm doing it. Take a rest," he said with a not very kind voice. I didn't haggle. I went to bed not to sleep but to plot. I thought that if I was on the blue and I didn't want to go to the beginning, just in case I took Froilan with me, I had to go a bit farther inside the blue, just a little, or maybe, to be sure, go to the black. I could go along to the black government. I shouldn't go very far, not to waste strength unnecessarily. Yes, it was a good plan. As they said at the store, it had some gaps. But for me, that was the concerned one. It worked. And I fell asleep without realizing. "Wake up!" Froilan shouted. "What the hell did you do? Wake up!" I opened my eyes and saw a worn-out Froilan shouting hysterically over me. "What's up? Didn't you tell me to come and take a rest, that you would tidy up?" I questioned without enthusiasm. "What are you playing at? Are you insane?" He kept on with his speech. "That was what you said. Stop shouting. It's you who's insane. You are hysteric." I told him to get lost. He took me by the arm, it was almost worn away, and got me out of the bed, making me look through the window. It was at night, of course. It was dark, of course. What? I asked without understanding. What? Are you asking what? Don't you see anything weird? Don't you see the street lamps are off? Don't you realize all is painted in black? What the hell did you do? What were you thinking? I was doing the washing up and suddenly I lost my consciousness. My head hurts so much I think it's going to blow up. I think it burst something inside here, he said, scrubbing his eyebrow. And my heart is beating slowly. Now, because when I woke up, I had tachycardia. But what the fuck were you thinking about?